called Big Walnut, and they come up there to that tower, and then if somebody had the rights over them, well, they had to take a switch and pass there. Well, they had a operator that run the tower, and they had signals up in the tower, and he had to know telegraphy. That's all they had. They didn't have telephones then. They had to get it all by Morse code. Well, anyway, he operated the tower. That was part of his duties. And he lived on a farm there close to Condit, and he had a big old bulldog female. She had a lot of pups, and the pups was getting pretty good size, and Samuel got too much to drink one day, and he went to work that night. He went to work at 11 o'clock. He worked from 3 to 11, and then 11 to 6 or 8 in the morning. Three different men. Anyway, the midnight train, 6:24 and 6:25, and it come along around 12 o'clock, a little after, and going northbound. That particular train that we're talking about. And Sam stopped the train, and the conductor and fireman come in and wondered what the world was wrong. And Sam wanted to sell them a pup dog. Well, the next day, that ended Sam's railroading right there. They fired him. We was going east one night, and it was in the spring of the year, and they were talking about gardening and one thing and another. This colored boy called Benjamin White lived at Zanesville, Ohio. Got telling about what he liked in the way of garden stuff. And said, boy, what I like is succotash. Well, I said, why don't you go get some seed? You get back home and plant it, and you can have succotash all you want of, however much you plant. So that ended the conversation. And anyway, come back to work a week later. Why, Ben come in. He was ready to take my service gun and use it on me. Because apparently where he went in Zanesville to find out about the succotash seed, why, they caught on and they sent him all over town hunting succotash seed. Succotash is just corn and beans, which is a simple thing, but we had a lot of fun over that.
Go.
I put up many examinations, but the assignment in New York City, which was worked on our trains, eastbound, and I studied the thing, and I didn't pass it 3 times. And I don't know what happened, but anyway, the examiners felt sorry for me or something, and they gave me 100 on it when I took it the last time. And I never knew about it until after I left the service. My oldest daughter, was telling about it. We had to go to the doctor with her mother and I had my cards in the car and kept them and laid on the seat. It's where she was sitting, front seat, and when I got an idle time visiting around or whatever I was doing, going someplace, well, I'd sit and study the cards. Well, and this happened years after I'd left the service. And she said, do you remember at one time that we went to the doctor and you went in with Mom to the doctor while he was in there, some little kid come along and said, "What's them for?" And she told him my dad's cards. He reached in and took a whole handful of them. Well, that was the reason I couldn't pass the exam, because a handful of them cards would be enough to, just a very small handful would be enough to floor you if you didn't know what they were. So that was the explanation of why I never could pass that exam.